Welcome back to Global News Morning. A pleasure to have you join us. It's that time of week we catch up with our good friend Matt Lee, and we're talking about where one is in their life, deciding if they want a condo, they want a house, they want a bungalow, they want a two-story house. There's a lot of options out there, and every case is different.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. What we want to talk about is what's the right house for you at the time. You know, I have people that come to me and we talk about many different situations, you know, and it's one of these things that it's all about listening and trying to figure out, making a plan with that individual person of what they're looking for today.
For instance, a condo, great for a single person, great for a couple, depending on the size. If you don't think you'll be having kids, there's some options here.
Yeah,
or even if you do have kids, there's large condos.
There's large condos. There are 3-bedroom condos in town. You know, the situation can be if you're very busy at work, you don't want to cut grass, you don't want to do snow removal, or maybe you go to Florida or somewhere warm for the winter, you know, and you say, I want turnkey, I don't want to worry about this, then maybe a condo is a good idea. Mm-hmm. You know, somebody that's downsizing out of a large home that has had their family is looking to go maybe to the smaller size, condo's a great idea. But if they say they like to garden, then maybe we should be looking at something else. You don't quite want to go to that condo style. Maybe you go to a bungalow townhouse. Maybe you go to a slab on grade home, something that's smaller, easier to maintain, but still gives you those options to have. And there's adult communities in town, you know, adult lifestyle. There's places that have these clubhouses, and you also have a garden, and you have this space. So there's options for stuff like that.
Even with condos, some condos have a pool and workout rooms, but you have to watch out for condo fees. Be aware of those.
Yeah, you got to look at condo fees, but there's a lot of really good amenities to condos. I mean, they actually have guest suites. So say a family member's coming to town and you don't actually have enough room, that you can actually rent the guest suites. There's a big party room that you can actually rent, so like you can still have Thanksgiving or Easter or Christmas or anything that you are going to do. So that is a very good option.
You mentioned bungalows. Let's talk about split level homes here.
Yeah, split level homes. If you're looking at a split level, it's likely for the family. You know, you look at the 3-level, 4-level, 5-level, they can actually get quite large. So it gives you options where you have the ability to, you know, have a kitchen living on one area, and then you can still see down into the family room where the kids could be playing. Maybe you keep that a toy room. So maybe people like to keep their areas separate. You know, living room is going to be a very neat and tidy area, and the family room is going to be down below. But you can still see the kids playing, and they have a door to go out to the back. You know, you look at this, it's very family oriented, very warm style of home.
Semi-detached homes.
Semi-detached, you know, if you look at it per square foot, they can be, you know, less expensive, you know, but you're still getting a very good footprint, and you're getting a backyard, and you're getting this space. They're a really good option, and it's something that, depending on the time, you know, maybe it's somebody looking at it and saying, you know, I'm a first home buyer and I want to start into the market, but I'm going to go to a bigger house down the road. Maybe that's what we look at. You know, we look at that style. It's different options. Individual cases all the time.
Townhomes, almost the same thing, but a lot less yardage.
Yeah, townhouses usually have a smaller frontage, which means you have a less yard, and they can be a little more compact. Not all the time. You know, we do see some builders that are creating large townhouses and creating, so it's just individual cases of individual builders and also the buyer.
Let's talk about 1.5 stories and 2-story homes.
So if you're looking at that, you know, you say, somebody says, well, I'm looking to retire and I'm thinking about wanting to be on a one level, then you don't go to the 1.5, 2 stories, because bedrooms are, you know, 90%, 95% of the time upstairs. You know, you look at my family, I mean, I have 4 kids.
Yep.
We need a 2-story, you know, like that style is, you know, you want to have bedrooms, more space for the kids to have their own individual space, plus the family room, living room, rec rooms, so that they have different places where they can go. So I mean, that creates more square footage by going up, and it gives you more room. So
a lot of options.
Yeah, absolutely. So it just depends on what we're looking at individually, and I think that it's a great chance to get to know somebody.
Speak to a professional like this guy. Matt Lee, thank you so much.
You bet.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.